Hello, everyone. It's Dante Suave and Miss Tasha Jones, and welcome to Wrestling Kingdom. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. We got a lot to get through, and um, a little tied up for time. So, so Paul and the Vision, obviously, they're pissed about the whole situation with Seth and Seth
Yeah.
costing Logan Paul, and they're coming up with all kinds of excuses and the vision, and Paul decides he wants to go on a nice little rant, uh, uh,
hmm
uh, basically disrespecting Seth, saying that he wasn't the one that came up with the vision. He wasn't the one that came up with Shield. Um, and then Austin calls out Seth for obviously what he did did to Logan, and Jay and Paul denies what happened to Jay,
hmm
and which I'm now I have a couple of theories on that. My brain has been brainstorming, and my last idea came up literally before you jumped on. So mm,
Okay.
So one idea you already know, one's an obvious one, just kind of waiting on the other shoe to fall off, uh,
Mhm.
possibly. But let's see. La, 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 la. So all of a sudden, we got a whole bunch of masked crusaders
Yeah.
making their way out to the ring, and the last one turned out to be Seth, who curb stomped Paul.
hmm
All right,
hmm
where do you see this going? Because now it would be kind of unfair and yet juicy if it happens. Um, I'll try to keep my questions quick. Um, do you still not see there being a possibility of Austin being a part of it, and Austin they could tech well actually Paul and them would be outnumbered if Austin was to turn on them now.
Um, I think that I'm trying to think how to word this. Okay. I think that once Seth actually really talks, I think he's probably gonna put some doubt into their thing. Because I'm thinking that they're gonna put Austin and Logan in tag team with the Usos for WrestleMania. If that's only if um Braun Breaker is back in time, you know, for WrestleMania. But um I'm thinking that's where they're leaning, but I think that Seth is probably gonna try to sow some dissension between Logan and Austin.
Now, and I apologize because I literally just thought of something else. What if they decide to throw another curveball?
As in
As in Paul finds out that quote unquote Braun and Bronson weren't actually hurt
ah
and they come back with Seth. Now that would be a change
yeah, because
that
that'll
no
be like
matter what,
yeah,
because
that's like a
remember,
callback,
they really don't want they really don't want Logan there.
you know.
And this whole thing with Paul and Brock, I can't imagine Braun is that happy about either. So, especially seeing that he's wanting to be a champion, but naturally, if Brock is with Paul, then obviously Brock's gonna want to be a champion, which means what will Paul? can Paul be trusted to still stand behind Bryan when he has the great Brock Lesnar present? I'm just I'm just saying you know how it is. Oh, and real quick before we move on, what
Mhm.
if um let's just say it's not Randy that attacked Jacob.
I'm starting to think that it's either doesn't make sense though. I was thinking like Sammy
Right.
or Cody.
Yeah, but in terms of Sammy, what if all this frustration we've been seeing from him is because he's been waiting on Kevin to reveal himself.
Kevin? Mm,
Kevin's telling him to be patient, and part of his frustration is because he's been waiting on Kevin to just bring it out the bag.
Hmm. Hmm. I don't know. I don't know about that one. I have to think about that one.
Kevin obviously also probably still has a beef with the Usos.
Ugh.
He is gonna come back. He's gonna want to be champion.
I kind of thought that he kind of squashed it with Jay.
Does
But maybe
Kevin ever really, other than Sammy, does Kevin ever really squash it with anybody?
no. Kevin Kevin
Other
is
than
Kevin.
Sammy, the
Yeah.
only person that can actually trust when Kevin says, "Okay, we back cool," is Sammy. That's it. If your name is not Sami Zayn, don't take him squashing y'all beef with a grain of salt.
That's true. Yeah, yeah.
Especially if there's gonna end up being a world title involved. It's like it's open season. He's about as trustable as uh, actually, wouldn't that be a good question? Who would be more trustable in that situation, Randy or Kevin?
Yeah. Touche, touche. Um, yeah.
So so after Logan uh after Logan and Austin go to check on Paul after he's been curb stomped, they then decide to go try to find to go grab the car so that they can try to Logan tries to go find the car so that he can so that they can follow Paul to the hospital. Vehicle
Mhm.
pulls up, it's not Paul, it's
It's Big
Jimmy.
Jam. Mm-hmm.
It's Jimmy. So uh after he attacks Austin, then he walks up to the ambulance and it's not the ambulance driver, it's LA Knight.
LA Night. Yeah.
So that takes us to Gunther's on his way out to the ring when Dragon Lee decides he still ain't done with Gunther yet. And he
Hmm.
attacks him,
Yep.
and they end up in a match which he loses miserably.
But they killed his mask off, didn't they?
Yes, he did.
Mhm.
Took his mask off. That made it easy for the win. And just to make sure nobody could see his face, as usual, the refs always have a towel
How?
there,
Mm. Yeah.
so so that they can cover the face, respect the lucha. So Asuka starts to blame Kyrie for
Hmm.
her loss in the chamber and berates her. Then AJ Lee tries to come up and comfort Kyrie when Asuka
Yeah,
calls her, tells her to come on.
but
Yeah.
she's kind of catatonic.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So AJ comes out to the ring. She tells everybody how she originally came back just to beat up Becky
Hmm.
and kind of let them know like, you know, because of the reception, it grew into something more. So now she says she's going to be a fighting champion. This is my quick
Hmm.
question, and then we'll move forward. Uh, you think she's going to do it?
Yeah, yeah.
Hmm, I don't know. We'll see. But uh, the original, the original El Grande congratulates Penta on his win and wants to be his first shot.
I noticed one thing that the original, or Chad Gable, the original
Right.
El Grande Americano is way, like, way over with the United States crowd. On AAA side, El, El Grande Americano 2 is way over on the Mexico side. It's so weird.
That is and I'm sure that the WWE is milking it for all it's worth.
Hmm.
Um, although that would be a good question of how exactly they were able to pull it off, and I'm sure they weren't even trying, obviously. Um, but Penta Penta reminded Grande of how he rolls, and then Bravo and Rayo come to confront the original, and
Hmm.
the original wants a match with with
Either
those
one
two,
of them.
with yeah with whoever's down to have it. And then Liv wants to say hi and talk about, the reality of her situation that she got going on. And
Hmm.
then she gives some congrats and gives the oppor basically she was talking to Stephanie Vicker. I hope that they are able to make this epic. Do you think that Liv is going to win at WrestleMania?
This one I can't call. I'm hoping that um I'm hoping that Stephanie keeps it. Um, but yeah, I can't call it right now. They got to have more interaction for me to like. Oh yeah, yeah, you know what I
Which
mean.
is which with her not speaking English is kind of hard to have.
Mhm. But I think she gonna give her a hell of a fight.
Hopefully
So
she's not pregnant or anything, or else we know how it's going to end.
who's pregnant?
I said hopefully she's not pregnant or anything, or else that'll tell us.
Is she who?
Vicar.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Well, no, because
Cause oh yeah,
I mean, you know who her.
yeah. Her predecessor was okay. So yeah, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
Yeah, it's like, they sit up there and they try to hype up a match, and then they find out, oh hey, she's pregnant. Like, gee, I
Guess
wonder who's gonna
what?
win the title.
Yeah.
Um,
I wonder did she have her baby yet? But anyway, cause she about due. So,
I'm questioning if she did because she was in the latest Slim Jim commercial.
oh, not Bianca. I'm talking about Naomi.
Uh,
She about due.
uh. Well, El Grande took on Rayo. Obviously, he won. Um, 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 they need to come on with the part where they actually have their feud.
Oh my
Um,
god. Oh my god. Like,
yeah,
please
yeah, they need to come
let
on
this
with
happen.
yeah.
Yeah, cause um
And
Marcel.
then where do they have it? Do they
Yeah.
have it? Do they have one here, have the other one in the other one, and then have the last one, I guess, like at a pay-per-view? And the question would be at that point,
I
like,
thought that I thought they were gonna have it like at WrestleMania.
we will see, I guess. But Liv told Raquel not to be disappointed and
Oh,
to
that's
try to
that's
challenge AJ Lee for her IC title
yeah,
at
that's gonna
Mania.
explode.
And then Dom and JD talk to Finn, are talking about Finn when he comes in and and was while he wasn't happy with how things went, um he was happy with the situation. He was happy, but he wasn't happy. He was happy that he tried it on his own. He just wasn't happy with the result. And then Dom wants to know if he can help him now, and he's like, no, you
Yeah.
handle your business.
Yeah.
And Dom was assured by JD that he would talk to him. And obviously I'm going to get around to start watching those podcasts with Stephanie McMahon. I'm actually interested to see and hear what all Royce Keys had to say because I got a feeling
Oh, it
that
was so good. It was so good. Yeah.
so.
Yeah.
And then a Miz versus Oba match recap when Rusev interrupts and he's tired of hearing about Oba,
Yeah.
which brings out Oba.
Hmm.
And they got to let them both go in order for this to be good.
Yeah.
I don't want. I get you pushing Oba because he just got over there, and you pushing Oba, but
He needs
y'all
to
got.
actually sign either he's supposed to go to Raw and Royce is supposed to go to SmackDown. But if he's gonna do that, he needs to hurry up and sign that contract and get it over with because uh him appearing on both shows is cool, but it's like come on, one to go, one to the other.
It's cool, but is it really? Because every time he's on both shows, that's one spot that somebody else could have been in.
True that. That's true.
So Bailey is talking to Lyra about losing, and she's wanting to take all the blame, and Lyra's like, "No, you're not all to blame," and then they start strategizing about how they can go for what title, and decide that they're going to do it together, and they head to Pierce's office.
Hmm.
Then
Out
Jimmy.
comes Miss EO. Out come Miss EO, and she's looking all sad. Or like, why is she looking all sad? But
And
we
then
find out why later.
Right. And then Jimmy is looking at took on Austin,
Mm-hmm.
and
Big Jim.
you you know the mood that they was, the mood, you knew the mood that they was in, that match was not gonna go the way it was supposed to.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but what they weren't expecting was for Jimmy to show up with on crutches, and basically he helped
Jay.
him. Yeah, they weren't expecting
Jay.
Jay to show up with crutches, and
Mm-hmm.
that I'm sure is going to lead to some type of tag street fight
That's what I was like. I
or
think
something no
they're.
DQ, equally no
I think
DQ.
they're trying to go with Logan and Austin tag match at WrestleMania with the Usos. So
So Pierce is on the phone with Nick when he's scared by Danhausen.
I keep watching that. That's just that segment because it's so funny to me.
And Danhausen has a list of demands, and Pierce tries
There
to
you
get
go.
Judgment Day to interfere with Danhausen, and Dom didn't like the
Yeah.
fact that Danhausen wanted a title shot, and
Mm-hmm.
Danhausen didn't like that Dom wasn't respected him, so he cursed him, which
Mm-hmm. That's when he said that. I was like, oh yeah, he was.
yeah, Judgment Day, the rest of Judgment Day found it funny, and Danhausen all of a sudden disappeared. So
Mm-hmm.
then Rio comes out to talk about winning in the chamber and facing Jade, and Rhea isn't happy about losing the tag titles, but is happy that she is still that Io is still by her side as her friend, and Io tells her to go
Yeah,
win at WrestleMania, and
yeah,
Rhea
she's going
says
to
that
SmackDown.
Rhea said that she's gonna win it for Io, and she'll be paying a visit to Jade, and she's gonna be leaving WrestleMania with the title. Then they do a little Raw preview for next week, and then Intercontinental title match happens. Penta versus Dom, and
Mm-hmm.
Penta won via Finn, possibly, maybe, just a little bit. Now, do you think that we are anywhere closer to seeing the breakup of Judgment Day?
Yeah, because I don't think he lost because of Finn. But Finn told JD not to get involved. So he's probably going to blame him for that
Well, I
loss.
mean, he was
I
looking
just
for help, and
realized, yeah, I just realized what Rey de Reyes means. But go ahead. Yeah. So,
so,
um,
I mean, we can go potato, but bottom line, he was looking for help, and the whole reason he was distracted was because he noticed that Finn was making JD not help him. So, I mean,
oh well,
um,
Mr. Iguana. Yeah.
so. And okay, so what did you think about the face off between Punk and Roman?
Mm, mm. I keep watching that too. So I knew the first one. Um, when Roman kind of got the better of CM Punk, right?
Uh-huh.
I knew CM Punk was gonna come back with something. What he came back with, I wasn't expecting it. But I think it's putting fire on the match, where it's like, oh my gosh, I want to see this. I gotta see this between them two.
Hmm.
Um, but they also said, oh my gosh, he said something about his dad. Yeah, he did, but Roman said something about Cody's dad a few times during their feud. You know what I mean? So turnabout's fair play, right?
Well, I mean, so there's some other things that he could have said that would have been just as fire. Matter of fact, I had to check some dude because um I made a comment online because I saw the somebody posted a video of Zilla.
Yeah,
Uh
he said
so
he
I
gonna
made
slap him.
so I made a comment to that post. Some dude
Hmm.
that had no clue what the hell I was trying to say, he gonna say some Roman gave him permission. Told me don't be a pussy. And I'm
Well,
like,
first of all, I do believe that he did give him permission. However, um, you know, some people, RWC, I'm telling you, um, they take things more serious than they need to take it, right?
well, I mean, my thing was what the keyboard warrior didn't realize was while Punk was talking, I thought I had an idea of where he was gonna go with it
Hmm.
that he could have said against Roman, and it would have been spicy.
Hmm.
So when he went with the father thing, yeah, I was like, oh, okay. So my comment was basically to what I was thinking while while at the same time what I was thinking and where it went.
Right.
That's all it was about. I wasn't really
Hmm.
saying anything against Punk that would warrant what dude
That
said to me.
comment, yeah, that comment, yeah.
So, which I did what I usually do, and I responded in kind. I kept it PC, but at the same time, it was yeah.
Yeah, you keep it cute.
Go go to you can go play in some traffic because you had no clue. You have no clue even what I was saying. Even in looking at
Hmm.
the comment that I left, you have no clue what I actually meant by it. So take your
Yeah.
keyboard warrior in behind and go somewhere else.
I
Um
had to I had to do that before. I had to text
and I
somebody
just and this
about
is the
something.
reason why I want to like grow my brand bigger so that for like the people that know how to like hold a conversation
Hmm.
um without,
I can't
being an
remember
idiot.
what I can't remember. I think it was because it's one of the podcasts I listened to, and I commented, and I think he was saying, I know he said put the championship on. I can't remember who it was, Oba or Trick, one of them.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, I mean, and this guy was like, well, I don't know why you would put that because So I said, wait a minute. First of all, I'm agreeing with him because I do think that this person is a star and needs to be pushed as such. And then they were like, oh, so it's like, you know,
Well, yeah, that was something that I had to learn about you
yeah,
when we would talk, and you would put that sometimes, and I'm like, but wait, huh?
yeah,
And then you were like, what? I was agreeing. Oh,
yeah. That's what I mean. Because I do that all the time. That's just how I talk. I
right.
mean, you're not lying, so
So, so that takes us to NXT. Gonna have to speed this up some. Um, Miles
we can
Bourne,
go. We
huh?
can go a little. We can go a little over. I just wanted to, get ready for bed. I'm
No.
tired.
You okay? You good? Um, Miles Bourne was happy to be a North American champion. He thanked
Yes.
Ethan for underestimating him, and uh, um, you know, and then
I hear he's
Rock.
supposed to be getting called. I hear he's supposed to be getting called up, and because they wanted him for the division. That's what I heard, but he didn't get called up. But I heard that
They
he's
want
supposed to get called
Miles
up.
for the Vision.
No, 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 Ethan, Ethan.
Ethan.
Yeah, and but they didn't call him up. But now that everybody heard,
And
you know,
yeah, but I actually want him to stay in NXT because I got a feeling he getting ready.
yeah,
I got a feeling he getting ready to turn something wicked on Ricky Saints, and
yeah.
I'm all for it.
You right, yeah. Because they kind
Because
of
that
need
look,
all this.
the look he had on his face when Ricky was talking to him, and he walked off, and he was
Hmm.
like, "Yeah," just I'm like. Yeah, so Ricky,
Yeah,
you might want to see the
don't.
writing on the wall here.
Yeah,
Uh,
don't turn your back, boo. Don't turn your back. Yeah,
of all the
I
people that
really,
you're trying
yeah.
to befriend, the last person you need to
Hmm.
try to befriend is Ethan. There's a title involved.
Yeah,
As they say,
yes.
read the room.
Oh yeah. Did you watch Business Day?
Of course I did.
Okay, so you see how he was
That and
eyeing
I
you?
wasn't because of how he reacted. That's why I was not shocked
Yeah,
how that
yeah,
happened on Vengeance Day. But
yeah.
Ethan comes out, he demands a rematch, and Miles is
I
willing to
know
do it.
they was still in their church shoot.
Right. And he was like um um yeah. So they
Say less, homie.
yeah. Yeah, he was expecting to be allowed to go and change clothes. Like, no, ain't nobody changing clothes. And I'm like, huh? What?
Hmm.
But you,
Yeah,
huh?
yeah,
I was like, and that was still puzzles me. I'm sorry. It's like when
yeah,
one of the wrestlers goes, nope, we just gonna wrestle in what we got on.
yeah,
And
yeah.
wasn't it was Ethan though, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah, it was Ethan. It was like, wait, of all
yeah,
usually the heel is like, let me go get my
yeah. He was like, right now,
Because
right.
the Miz used to be notorious for that. Somebody come out to him while he wearing his suit and stuff, and they're like, "All right,
Yeah,
let's fight right now." And he's like, "Dude, I'm not even
yeah,
dressed." And then of course the
yeah.
GM come out and go, "Yeah, that's all right. Go ahead and take your
Hmm.
lumps.
Handle your business. Handle your business.
Try not to rip the suit."
Hmm.
But yeah, there was a lot of dirty going on in that match, and Miles ended up winning with a shoe. One could say he was a shoe-in. So,
Hey, there you go. Hmm.
Zarya is asked why she attacked Soul, which she
Hmm.
rejected the question. Um, and then Dark State wants to find Tony D,
Hmm.
and
He got
who
real big.
who ended up getting pulled. Who ended up pulling up as soon as Robbie E made sure that Dark State was inside the building. So,
Yeah.
um, Blake reveals that Jada needs her.
Hmm.
And Jada proved that she needed her because she cost her chance at getting back to her title.
Hmm.
And Blake thinks that people love to hate her. I mean, she's not wrong. Um, and that the division revolves around her.
Yeah. Miss
And then
Parker.
obviously
Miss
Jada,
Parker.
yeah, obviously Jada came out. and a fight ensued, leaving Blake on the outside of the ring, very upset that she got attacked by Jada. So, Vanity Project apologized for not being out there when for Ethan, and Ethan told Jackson to just make sure he retained his title. And then Ricky tries to cheer up Ethan, which Ricky got a way of like cheering people up that you just kind of wish is like, was it really necessary for you to did you really have to come and talk to me? Because I
Yeah.
I really I don't need you talking to me with the words that with your word usage. Kind of like when
Hmm.
Miz was talking to Oba last week. It's like
Right.
you're not listening to all the words you're saying, and they actually, if anything, they probably pissing me off more than they're encouraging me. Just
Hmm.
do us all a favor and get
Uh-oh.
away.
Yep. Yep.
So
Oh, go the
Cappuccino, huh?
here go the Viking Raiders. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm looking at
Um,
AAA.
Cappuccino and Sean are talking before the new speed champion Elio walks up, and then Jasper tells Elio that he wants his belt back. Um, yeah, I think life would be good if that didn't happen. I don't know about
uh,
you, but
LaFleur and Jasper.
if Jasper didn't get his belt back.
Mm-mm.
Um,
Is that ain't him and Keanu Carter? Aren't they like headed for a
aren't they
match
what?
together? Headed for a match together?
Not that I know of.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. I don't know why I thought that, but or maybe I'm fantasy booking.
Yeah. You know, nothing wrong with that. Get a little fantasy booking going. Um,
Mm-hmm.
it's okay. Yeah. That would be just fine.
Cut
So,
all his hair off. Santos cut all his hair off. I mean, he's not bald, but you know, yeah. I think that
so
would be. I think that'll be good for them. Maybe.
considering where they both are, I can agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you can make it like a they end up fighting each other division for a number one contendership or something. Put some juice to the
Yeah.
match. Um,
Yeah.
yeah. I would definitely not be up, up, upset with that match possibility. Who knows? Might bring me around on both of them. Never know. Um,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Shayna is training Kelani and finds out that gymnastics uh can get things done against a MMA artist.
Mm-hmm.
Although I wouldn't actually recommend that actually happening.
Right.
Um, I mean, you can try it, but I don't, I don't recommend it. So Tatum and
Mm-hmm.
Izzy tells Tatum that she's the reason why she's alone, and has no friends because she doesn't see the writing on the wall and she won't listen to anybody. She wants to do her own thing, do it her way, and that's the a big part of her problem.
Mm-hmm.
So, which I mean, to some extent, everybody could literally kind of say that a little bit. You know, all of us
Mm-hmm.
could, that would be something that it would hurt to admit, but I mean, the truth is the truth, no matter how much it hurts.
Mm-hmm.
So, the Vanity Project take on Hangin' Tank and Shiloh. I like this man. match I like is
Yeah, it was
even
it was fun.
I
It
don't
was fun.
necessarily like their characters, but I
Yeah.
like Hank and Tank the way that worked out and with them and Shiloh, oddly enough, seem to have chemistry.
Hmm.
Um, and I can just with them having so many clicks, I I think they kind of realized that in order for them to like really be able to go after anybody, he gonna have to have some friends, and they're Hank and
Hmm.
Tank.
Hmm.
Their personalities. He's obviously the weirdest one of all three of them, but um, their personalities to be in the wrestling world is kind of too friendly. They're weird because it's like they're like so friendly and so uh kind of have like some willow to them, some willow, some Maxine to them, where it's like, yeah, y'all angry. I can't. Y'all done spent so much time being silly that I can't take y'all seriously when y'all angry.
Hmm.
So so yeah. So obviously that works. They had a match. It was a great match. They won. Um, Definitely interested to see what they're gonna do, not only with Hank and Tank, but with Shiloh going forward.
Hmm.
So after that match, Blake comes out, interrupts everything because she is pissed off that she was
Hmm.
unfairly attacked. She was
Okay.
unfairly attacked. It was completely unprovoked. She was just out there. She just meant to talk about Jada. She did not mean that does not mean that Jada could come out there and attack her.
Hmm. Right.
How dare she do that? Who does she think that she is?
So,
So yeah. And
yeah.
Jada comes out and says she wants a street fight.
Yep.
So
Yeah. She sure did. She said, "Say less, boo. Say less.
there
Stop
you are.
playing with me." Like,
Yeah,
oh, I'm sorry.
so
I was looking at an email.
yeah, so Tony Tony strikes Dark State, prompting Dion to go to the ring to call out Tony.
Mm.
And then the doctor explains Lola's position. Lola don't care. She said she done already filled out the necessary paperwork. You are talking on deaf ears because she's going into that match.
I woke Kalani's ass.
So Lola says, so yeah. So Dion called out Tony. Tony explains why he's doing what he's doing to him, and he plots to take out Dion and thereby taking out Dark State. Do you believe that this is actually going to happen?
Do I think it's over? No, not in the long, not in the long shot.
So, seeing that they had a match at Vengeance Day, Tony
Mm-hmm.
Dion said that he would meet Tony in the parking lot,
Mm-hmm.
which we'll get to that because that was just
Mm-hmm.
how that went down.
Yes.
JC wants to be done with Zarya, and she doesn't want to be in the middle of the breakup of Zaruka. And
Oh
she
my God.
and she
When you said JC, I was like, who the heck is this? Oh my God, my brain. Sorry.
Okay. I know she's not, um, despite what she thinks, she's still not there.
I
But
mean, I know when you said it, I was like, oh yeah, yeah, that's right. She's shit. I don't know. My brain is not all there.
so, um, she wants to have eyes on Stand and Deliver, but because of this whole thing with Zaruka,
hmm
she she had a match at Vengeance Day. No,
hmm
yeah,
Mm-mm. They
no,
did. She had cut a promo.
yeah,
hmm
yeah. She just wants to look straight to Stand and Deliver. So,
Yeah.
and Miles thanks Charlie Dempsey and Tavion for their help while he was in the NQCC, and Charlie felt down when Lexus came to try to recruit him some more, and Charlie turned him down again, and this time he Lexus made Tavion angry, and he wants his
hmm
pound of flesh.
hmm
Wants wants to beat somebody up. So
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Zarya takes on JC. It ends in a double DQ because of Soul.
hmm
And she told Zarya that her soul was hers. I like where this is going between her and Zarya. I still want them to let Zarya go a little bit. I feel like they're holding her back
Yeah.
because they're pushing Soul, but and Ricky Saints wants to give the audience a gift going into
hmm
Vengeance Day. That
Oh dear
man
God.
cannot sing.
Not even a two. Not even a two.
And I want to know who came up with that idea because I kind of felt like he was trying to be like The Rock.
Yeah. That's what
And
that's I got that same vibe.
and I'm like, at least The Rock was able to hold some kind of tune. I mean, he wasn't the greatest singer either,
Sometimes it just
but he was
sometimes
able
it does.
to hold to make his voice harmonize to a level to where he could hold a some form of a tune.
Yeah.
Um,
When
you
he
know,
was
but
singing, I was like, whoa, whoa, we not
yeah,
doing this.
yeah, he was definitely forcing the situation, and
But it was funny because people was handing him stuff, and then like he handed him something, and they had on a mask, and then he handed them something. They showed his hand, and I was like, "Yep, that's Joe Hendry, right?"
but how soon do you think before Ethan rears his ugly head?
Oh, please. That's probably in the next couple of weeks.
I mean, they do got Stand to Deliver coming, so I mean,
Yeah,
I can see,
I smell a triple threat.
yeah, yeah. So that takes us to Dynamite. Um,
I know my.
MJF Kevin Knight recap. Uh, the Triple B.
I saw that match. That was pretty good.
Yeah, um, he's definitely MJF always is doing his thing. Um,
hmm Big Hebrew.
then Cowboy distracts MJF in time
Yeah.
for Mike Bailey kick him to kick MJF and then check on Kevin Knight.
hmm
Okay, surprise of the night. I'm gonna be completely honest.
Okay.
I did not foresee Darby and Orange Cassidy beating the dogs.
Yeah, that was a surprise. Yeah.
The
David
match,
Finley.
other
David
than the
Finley came.
yeah, other than that, everything went as predicted.
Hmm.
Oh, and I
They
didn't.
wanted David Finley to join WWE so he can be the head of the Birthright. And but he was like, no. So he signed with AEW.
Um,
I knew he was Fit Finley's son, but I did not know Uriah Connors was his son either until like 2 weeks ago.
well, that was
So
the thing when he came out and they did a close up of his face. I felt like I was looking at Uriah. I had to do a
yeah, that's
double
of
take.
course
I'm
they
like,
brothers. Yeah, of course they're brothers. So it's like,
um, yeah, but it seemed more like they twins than
yeah,
you know.
yeah. No, I think he's older than. I think David is older than.
Yeah, so Bandito and Andrade talk about their pay-per-view match. Then
Hmm.
ooh, I, I was surprised again. Um the Brawling Birds versus the Inspiration.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
was crazy.
I mean they dominated them and they beat them. I'm like,
Okay. That's
right.
my literal face like, okay.
I mean, I get them pushing the Brawling Birds, but it's this is not like they basically treated them like it was
Like
some
they rookies.
hometown like some
Yeah.
hometown wrestlers. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, okay. I
Yeah.
guess you know,
Yeah. I
I
know they didn't. I was
I
like,
wonder,
Dad, did they even scratch him or something?
right. It was like I wonder what what's name said when, oh, okay, didn't see that coming. Um,
Hmm.
but yeah, completely did not see that coming. And but now that makes me wonder what are they gonna do in the form of pushing them in AEW? It's not looking good if
Yeah.
that was the first match out the gate.
Hmm.
So wonder if there could possibly be a possible reunion. Maybe they see how long their contract is, see if Sean's contract is still whatever it is in the WWE.
Well, he's supposed he ain't they number one ain't he number one contenders with Nico in NXT for his tag titles?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I figured, hey, if things don't work out in AEW, maybe they could do some kind of trade. See who else is disgruntled.
Hmm.
Do a trade, bring the inspiration over there, and um,
I thought this was where they was gonna go, but I guess not.
something happened. But
Yeah.
Cowboy takes on Marty Snow. At least I hope that's what his name is.
Oh, I didn't
Um,
know what his name was. I was like, he just beat him in like two
yeah,
seconds.
yeah, it was quick. It was it was
Yeah.
it was, it was quick. And Cowboy awaits his chance to do the MJF what his dad should have done. Everybody wanted to talk about people's daddies this week.
Mm-hmm.
So and then Cowboy calls him out to the ring, and MJF points out the victory over Kevin Knight and told him that
Mm-hmm.
he would hate to have to come down there and do to Cowboy what he did to Kevin Knight. And
Mm-hmm.
that's when Cowboy got attacked by the Don Callis family.
Yeah.
So, which Jet Speed comes out for the save, and Don Callis challenges them for the trios, um, for the trios titles against Proto Kata and Mark Davis.
I know one thing. Okada, I love Okada, but man, that smile he be doing is just like big. You got a real big smile.
Um, but I feel like it's that stereotypical supposed to be funny, cheesy smile that
Yeah.
Asians tend to do. Um,
Yeah.
so FTR
I
and
wish I wish he was gonna be there today. I'm gonna be at that expo. He coming. He gonna be there Friday. Not. But anywho.
um FTR and the Young Bucks have face to face,
Hmm.
and
I was like, oh my gosh, the Young Bucks were saying cuss words. Oh.
yeah, yeah, that'll you attacking somebody's parents and their family, that'll bring that out of
Hmm.
people. That's why,
Yeah.
me and you have talked
Yeah.
about like,
You
yeah,
you pushed his
there's
mama. Like what?
there he pushed his mom, pushed his dad,
Beat up his
and
brother.
and then and the part that made that whole segment funny after they brought that up was I felt threatened, really.
Yeah. That's what I know. He said that was like, oh my God, are you serious, bro?
It's like I felt threatened. Like,
So funny.
okay, all right. Yeah, that's probably something you should never admit in
Yeah.
public another day in your life
They
because
are. They
just
are dastardly.
it kind of makes you seem like you're like you're a Sylvester the cat.
Hmm.
And yeah, so John Moxley takes on Hechicero, beats him
Hmm. Hmm.
again. Doesn't matter who he gets in the ring with, they figure out a way to have a good match.
Hmm. He just he just that dude.
So Takeshita comes out to the ring and points to the TV promoting the pay-per-view.
Hmm.
Now, what happened on this next part annoys me.
Okay.
Brody King comes out, calls out Swerve.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And Swerve comes out and they have their back and forth. And Nana, after Nana asked him like if he was sure he really wanted him to come out. And Brody definitely wanted him to come out. So, um,
He said, come on. Like, bro, always look behind you, bro.
right.
Always.
The whole time I'm like, watch your back, watch your
Hmm.
back, watch your back. And of course, he gets attacked from behind and attacks
Yeah.
him with the chain, and then he does the little hanging thing, and he's choking him, and it's like, this match is not going to be any good unless they let Brody go too.
Hmm.
And I know they're not going to because
They're,
now,
I know that, but they're more inclined to let him go. Um, but they trying
I'll
to swerve. So
yeah, I'll believe it when I see it. at this point.
Yeah.
Um, you know, it's like I want to believe that they're going to do the right thing,
Mm-hmm.
but quite frankly, they can't be trusted.
Mm-hmm. No.
As much as I hate to say it, they cannot be trusted.
Right.
So, uh, Garcia and Yuta send a message to the Don Callis family with Marina and
Mm-hmm.
Moxley, and Moxley sends a message to Takeshita about their
Marina
match.
wants Tony.
Huh?
Yeah. Marina wants Tony.
Yeah. And Thunder Rosa takes on Tekla, and she ends up losing
Thunder
to
Rosa.
Tekla.
Mm-hmm. Thunder Rosa.
So they're not sure what they're doing with this whole Tekla thing.
Mm-hmm.
But she's a new champion. She has good matches. Her mic work. I'm not
It's to
complete.
be desired. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not completely glad I'm not the the only one that noticed it. I mean, I
Mm-hmm.
get that that's her personality, and maybe I just need to get to her talking so much.
Yeah.
Um, because
It's
usually
like
Julia
I
does all the
understand.
talking.
Yeah, I understand that you're supposed to be this scary, but it's like, girl.
Yeah, and it's like she had this now, had they been letting her talk from because even before she hooked up with the Sisters of Sin, she didn't talk that much.
Not it.
So,
Not now.
I mean, meh. Um, then Ricochet comes out with a message for Jack Perry. And well, Jack Perry gave a message to Ricochet and then
That's what I'm
eventually
like. Didn't he do? He
he
did the same thing.
yeah, so and then a demand responded. Jack does not have a click right now. So this whole thing with Jack and the
Mhm.
demand, I'm not
Mhm.
fully dialed in just because of the talent of Ricochet and GOA.
Mhm.
So as soon as they figure out who his click is, um, they
Now
may.
I know Luchasaurus. I know he's injured, but I, I, I don't know. I guess okay.
Yeah. It's whatever's going on. It's just okay. All right, whatever.
Yeah.
Um,
All right. I get
Tommaso
it.
does an interview with Renee, who asks Tommaso, um, what's he gonna do? And he feels like Fletcher is hiding from him, and that eventually, and that he's hiding within the Don Callis family, and
Out comes FTR, and
yeah.
yeah, we see what he gonna do on Collision.
Well, yeah, we'll get to that one. FTR comes out and they welcome him and they're basically trying to recruit him and then Tommaso has to remind them was like I don't know what parallel universe you used to be in, but we were never friends. Um
Hmm.
you need to back up a little bit. And he hit Dax and Dax gave him a pass
Yeah.
that one time
Yeah.
because I'm guessing because he knew how bad Tommaso is to their overall plan of eventual domination of AEW. So
Mm-hmm.
he was like, okay, all right, we do have a pass, so I'll let that pass because we have a pass. And you're right,
Mm-hmm.
we didn't actually like each other, but I was trying to start
Mm-hmm.
off on a different foot, so we're gonna let that pass. And but that they would see him on Collision.
Yeah.
So um Tony checks on Orange Cassidy, and then in her normal Tony fashion, sends a message to Marina as well as everybody else in every other woman in AEW.
Mm-hmm.
Which leads us to the trios match, which was going quite well. And then MJF happened.
Hit him with that ring and yeah.
Hit him with the ring, completely laid him out. And it must be
And
convenient when you're not like having matches to interfere in other people's matches. That way
of
you
course.
can that way they can't get their leg back, as you say.
Yeah. 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 That's how it
So,
be sometimes.
so. All right.
They lost.
Huh?
I said they lost.
Ooh.
That speed radio. You lost the trio titles.
Oh yeah. Jet Set Rodeo, which
Mm-hmm.
um hopefully they will retire that name.
I
Um
know. Oh my God.
yeah, I mean
I know, like Kevin, mm-mm. we gotta do something about that, bro.
yeah, that would be like the number one reason. Like I don't care if they
Did
lose
you
to some homers. Just let them lose so that this whole
did
jet.
you hear that Big Bill and Brian Keith? Is that his name, Brian Keith?
Yeah.
Big Bill and Brian Keith, their name is now paid in full.
Mm. So I guess because they're hitmen.
Nah, yeah. They've
I'm
been
trying to.
wrestling on Ring of Honor lately, and I said paid in full.
Hmm. Okay. So SmackDown. Yeah, SmackDown it is.
Yeah.
Uh well, I mean, I hear that nickname and I expect something like Crime Time,
No, step with the bike on.
which is another reason why I gave that look is because when I think of
Yeah.
Crime Time, then I think of Big Bill and Brian Keith.
Yeah.
No. Um, just no. Just
Yeah.
just no. Um,
Yeah, sucker.
Randy Orton enjoys everyone on SmackDown
Hmm.
and
Man, that man is so younger, so much younger than me, but he is oh so gorgeous. I'm talking about Trey.
Ring woman. Um,
He is. Oh my God.
uh, he starts talking about being ready for WrestleMania, but he just needs
Mhm.
to know who his opponent is, which I'm sorry, I have something to admit.
Okay.
When him and Randy had that stare down, when Cody and Randy had that stare down, I
Mhm.
started, I, in the back of my mind, I wondered about WrestleMania because remember, last year they said that they that
Mhm.
that him and that Cody and Randy were gonna end up coming face to face. So, kind of like, kind of like, um,
Sit over.
both Elimination Chamber matches. I basically predicted. I figured out near the end when it got down to three people. I figured out who was gonna win.
Mhm.
As I said on the show yesterday.
I know it, and it was so funny because that whole entire pay per view or PLE, every match I got right. I knew who was
And
gonna win in every single match.
well, the Finn and Punk was easy because they weren't going to stop the whole
Yeah.
Punk and Roman. So unfortunately for Finn, that one
Yeah.
was like completely predictable. Um,
Yeah.
Now the Becky
But I
one,
knew AJ was gonna win. I knew AJ was gonna win. I knew Rhea was gonna win the women's. And then I I was like, Randy's gonna win. And I'm like, but they probably pull a swerve and let Cody win. But because I think they're gonna put, because honestly, I could be wrong, but honestly, I think that they're gonna go ahead and pull the trigger and get Randy his 15th title.
well, the thing that I'm wondering is that are they going to switch up and make it where since Drew and Jacob are fighting so much and it is getting a lot of pop.
I'm thinking that what they're
Are
gonna
they
do is
gonna
have
let him and Jacob fight?
yeah, I
But
think that's what they're gonna do for WrestleMania. It's gonna be Drew and Jacob, and then Cody and Randy. Because Drew is supposed to, after WrestleMania, he's supposed to take a sabbatical because he's supposed to be filming a movie. So I we even got there yet, something.
yeah, so
I won't say
um
it.
Trick decides to come out and
With his lemon pepper steppers.
yeah, he decides to come out and he's talking and then he started talking about his lemon pepper steppers and I guess Randy is tired of hearing about the lemon pepper steppers because he planted him with an RKO on his face. So
Yeah, they did a behind the scenes of the Elimination Chamber of Trick's entrance, and Triple H told Trick that Bobby Roode is jealous. He was mad because he came out on that spinning platform, like Bobby Roode used to come out. Yeah,
oh, okay.
I don't know if it was just like a joke or something, but
No, yeah, I don't, no offense to Trick, but everything that Bobby Roode has done other than him and James Storm coming to the trying to come to the WWE was just there was times where there was a lot of wrestlers that have come to the WWE from outside the WWE and proven me right. Um, like I didn't like when Loki came back to the WWE,
Yeah,
and I was like, dude,
they didn't treat him right there.
they they didn't know what to do with him. TNA did a better job initially, and then they basically, I don't know if they said, well, I mean, where you gonna go? You
Mhm.
gonna take whatever we tell you because where you gonna go? Because you're not gonna go back to the WWE because you already know how that's gonna end up. Um, yeah, that whole thing was weird, and it annoyed me
Mhm.
because
Yeah,
Loki is a beast. What?
yeah, 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 yeah.
What? Oh,
But
okay. All right. That explains what I'm seeing. So sorry about that. I got distracted by something else. Um, Nick and Mello are speaking about his title run, and Nick was about to tell him who his opponent was, and Mello said, "Nah, I like to be surprised. I'm gonna have to face whoever it is anyway, so let me just find out when I get out to the ring."
yeah,
And it turns out that
Theo,
it
Theo
was,
Del Dr. Wagner Jr.
yeah. So, and they had a match, and it was pretty good.
Pretty good.
It was really good. So, Melo wins, and then Ilya is asked why he keeps turning down the opportunity that Melo keeps trying to give him. And
Mhm.
he told him why. He was like, I was taught to earn things. And he brought up his mother, and
Yeah,
she was the
yeah.
one that instilled that in him. And then the Miz decided, this is a perfect moment to put myself in position for a match I really don't want. So
Right.
he came out, he ridiculed him, told him, told him he was crazy. And then, as if things couldn't get any more dumber, out comes Kit Wilson
Yeah,
saying that
yeah.
of all the people to call toxic based upon what they said at the time, you called Ilya toxic? I,
Mm,
you just fishing for a face stomping. I get it.
yeah.
And then so
Okay. Let's be like, let's
after
talk.
after Ilya had heard everything everybody had to say, he looked over and said, "You know what? You guys are right, and definitely gonna take you guys up on that in a match." And he walks off. Took Miz a second, but he realized
Mhm.
he made up for his mistakes a lot quicker than he did with Oba. So he realized
Yeah.
like, oh,
Open mouth, insert foot.
so he looked at Kit and said, "Yeah, this fight is all yours. I'm not doing that again." Which left
Yep.
Kit a little confused, like, wait, what? Um, so Damien goes to talk to Nick about his match.
That he didn't know he had. Yeah.
Yeah. And then our truth walks up and looks at Nick like, you told him, right? It's like, wait, you didn't tell him? And starts looking at Nick sideways. And he eventually tells Priest that he's his tag partner in the tag turmoil
Yeah.
match.
Yeah.
And Priest has had his reservations, but he said, okay, yeah, 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 we'll do it. What the heck? So,
Weapon truth.
huh?
I'm just kidding. I said weapon truth. I'm just kidding. If they come out with that name, I would be like,
No, they have problems enough getting accused of the R
That's what
word.
I'm saying. But if they come out with weapon truth, I'm be like, I can't.
So
And you know his
Drew,
shirt says weapon time, weapon truth.
yeah, let's not do that. Um,
Right?
so Drew, after Priest and Truth leave, Drew walks up and wants Nick to reconsider his decision, which again, I feel like somebody put something in the water when it comes to Pierce and Nick Aldis. Because Nick
Mm-hmm.
then got to the point he taking off suit jackets. He ready to
Mm-hmm.
be about that life.
Say he is about that life.
So I mean, I'm wondering if it's gonna lead to something. So
Yeah, because
yeah,
he was wrestling up until he got the SmackDown stuff
yeah.
to say I do this.
Surprised Mickey hasn't come back over yet. They're still married, right? So
Yep.
the irresistible forces speak on their win and are open to any challengers. Lash issued a warning to the locker room. They have a
You
toast
tell your
when
first and only.
right, and then Charlexa comes out to the ring, um, reminding them that they screwed them out of those titles.
Mm-hmm.
When Kiana and Julia come out and remind them that uh, Kiana reminds Alexa that she beat her, so therefore Julia and Kiana should get a match before them.
Mm-hmm. Kiana
So,
showing her behind too.
so
Meaning, she's
Nick
she's
decides that they
she's
all
very
are,
impressive in her matches. That's what I'm saying.
huh?
Kiana James is very impressive in her matches.
Oh yeah, she was impressive in NXT before she
Yeah, yeah. Before she got injured and all that stuff.
yeah. So
She
um
really, because it seemed like they was trying to make her like one of those secondary characters, like they did with Alba Fire.
yeah.
She like no, no.
So I will say this. I kind of knew Charlexa was going to win this match, but I feel like it would have been spicier had it been Kiana and Julia.
It would have, but
Then Jelly
touche.
Roll makes an announcement that that he's going to be on SmackDown next week in support of Randy and Cody.
Mm-hmm.
And then Cody speaks about Drew being the last obstacle in an interview to him headlining WrestleMania. And then Cody questions Cody gets a visit from Sammy.
Yeah, and which he's not totally wrong with what he said to him. I mean, Sammy the Cody.
Yeah, but it wasn't okay. Here's the problem with it though. The only reason Cody was in that position, the person he should be mad at is the champion. He attacked him not once, but twice. No,
Yeah,
three
that's
times.
true. Yeah, he tried his best to not get him to have to face him again.
Yeah, attacked him in
Which
the
it was,
Rumble, attacked
which
him
is,
in the
yeah,
match
he the one.
with Sammy, and then attacked him at Elimination Chamber. It,
He the one that he did that. Actually, he did that to himself. So
yeah, Drew did it to himself,
yeah, that's what I mean.
but
That's what I mean.
and that's the part that Sammy's not getting is like if it was not for Drew, Cody would not be in it.
Not at all.
Now, the thing that I didn't agree with on that was that Cody, even though Cody wasn't the only one that Drew attacked, Cody was the only one that got the opportunity.
Yeah.
Even with me understanding that the reason why he attacked Jake is because Jake kept attacking him for something that he didn't do. Bottom line, you were still doing it,
Or that
still
he's
costing
that
him
he's
matches.
saying, yeah, that he's saying he did.
So, so yeah, so he ends up but then he ends up questioning Sammy like, okay, what are you getting at? Are you saying that this was handed to me? Are you saying that I don't deserve this? What are you saying, friend?
That's exactly what I'm saying. I don't think I'm putting it in words you can't understand.
Well, no, because then that's when Sammy backpedaled because he understood what he
That's
was
what I'm
getting at.
saying.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He backpedaled, but if that was me, I was like, oh, I didn't know I was speaking another language.
but that's where that frustration and confusion is coming in. Um, they have the tag turmoil. Um,
Weapon Truth won.
yeah. Uh, questionable. Now they're bringing the referees. Now they're pointing more and more, especially now that they're on ESPN. They're pointing more and more stuff at the referees now. Um, uh,
Yeah.
do you think that it would have been less predictable and more of an interesting match had Los Garza won, seeing that they haven't been anywhere near a tag title in a while?
Yeah. I would have kind of preferred them.
Yeah, but as soon as because I had almost all but had forgotten about the fact that Truth and Priest were in the match until they came out last. I'm like, oh yeah, that's right.
Hmm. Yeah.
So yeah, so Rhea and Jade have a face to face, and Jade lets Rhea know that she respects her, but yet she's still not impressed, and that
Hmm.
everything about Jade is bigger than Rhea, more powerful than Rhea, and that's why she's gonna beat the brakes off of her. Um,
Mic drop.
which Rhea let her know that it's true everything she said, but that's exactly why she's not gonna beat her because she's built to take her beating and give it right back, and she gonna beat her for the title because Jade
Mic
may think
drop.
think that she's that, but Rhea let her know that Rhea is that. Y'all, y'all.
Mm. Mic drop. And then, of course, they probably going they you heard about the real life, uh, I guess a real life beef between them.
Rhea and Jade.
Yeah. It's basically like, it's actually basically like Jay versus everybody. So, um, they're saying that Jade is, basically too big for her britches, and
I
she's
can see
not
that.
nice, and
I
because
can as much as I hate to say this, but yeah, I can completely see that.
she's a
And
black woman. She
I've
got to
been able,
fight for a lot of things.
I mean, I can completely see that. And yeah, but that goes back to what we've talked about in terms of like typecasting.
Hmm.
Now, what happens when the attitude that's displayed is actually not kayfabe? That's actually how the person is. It's like, oh, oh,
Hmm.
oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
I gotta come in and work with this person again, really? Okay.
Well, I mean, Much as I love Jade, I know what they're gonna do. They're gonna give the title to Rhea. I already know it.
I don't know.
I'll be
Because
truly shocked if they don't.
like you said, because you brought it up. Well, that's not good. Um, like you said, you're not sure if Naomi had her baby yet.
Hmm.
And that would be very vital as to answer that question. If Naomi has not had her baby yet, then that means that she's definitely not going to be ready in time for WrestleMania. If she has
No,
already had her baby,
she's still not gonna be ready. You gotta heal from that. It takes a while. Now, Bianca, on the other hand, I know she had surgery on her finger, but I don't think it's there yet to where she could do anything.
which
She has
Bianca
to.
would be another reason for her to possibly, because one way or another, they gonna have to bring that back up and rehash the whole thing so that they can put the finishing touches on it, unless they're going to do
Hmm.
like a lot of these storylines and just not bother to go back to it.
Yeah, I don't foresee Naomi coming back until like 2027. So yeah, it's gonna be a little bit.
Hmm. So Sammy confronts Randy and
I don't think he confronted him. I think he just basically got advice from him.
well, that's what Randy did with it. But he
Yeah,
basically he did the same thing with Randy that he did with everybody else. He's like how can you actually nah, you're right. Yeah, because he was basically asking like Cody is your friend. How could you
yeah.
how could you so easily just do what
Win the match.
do win the match the way you did it? It's like there's two issues wrong with that question. Number one, the amount of championships that he won is obvious. Number two, you're friends with Kevin Owens. This is not a mystery. It's like you're not. It's like Kevin has been telling you to do this the whole time. And but I get it. You want to do things
Entire.
you want to do things the right way. That's so admirable. I literally feel his pain. I walk through my life wanting to do things right. I want to be peaceful with people.
Sometimes you gotta
You
do
just
you. You
you,
cannot.
you
That's what, and that's my thing too. It took me a while. I have to do me now. I cannot be, because then how happy do you lose yourself, right?
Yeah, because you end up in a situation where people keep you start to feel like people are intentionally just you're a pushover.
Hmm. And it's like, yeah,
And then everybody starts
I'm
catching
daughter,
everything.
I'm daughter, mother, sister, um, auntie, you know, wife. But if I'm just yeah, I'm that, but I also have to be me at the same time. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So that's maybe what Sammy has to do. You can be friend, you know,
he has to come to grips
do all that
with
stuff,
the fact that
but
he
if
gonna
you
have
want a
to
champ, if you want a championship, you gotta do you, and it's just what it is.
so and then Alistair comes out after Randy walks off and says,
Hmm.
don't worry about what Randy said. It's the nature of the beast,
Hmm.
which he wasn't wrong. But I don't think he was saying it for the same reason that Randy was.
Yeah,
So his was more of a shot at Randy. So,
yeah.
um, Motor City Machine Guns, talk, well, um, Alex Shelley is talking to Candace about Johnny.
Mm-hmm.
which angered Chris Sabin.
Mm-hmm.
And then Candace challenges Johnny. I knew this was gonna go sideways. As soon
Oh
as he
my God.
said as soon as he snapped out of it, he was like, "I'm going to the ring," and I'm like, Oba,
Yeah, you see his face. Over came
Uh,
out. He was like, "Oh man, what I do?"
right? Um,
Oh my God.
Uncle Howdy has a message and a warning to
Uncle
Soba,
Tay Tay. Mm-hmm.
and he wants his
I was
lantern back.
like,
He's gonna get
I was
his
like,
lantern back.
at the end, and I was like, at the end, if I didn't see Bray when he like run, I'm like, oh my God, that was Bray coming right out.
Well, I mean, that's the thing. Since the longer they've had him doing this, there's been a lot of these promos he's been cutting where he literally, and I'm sure they probably help him a little bit with AI. They literally have him talking like Bray, sounding like Bray.
Mm-hmm.
And I would
No, he
prefer,
got his own. I think he got his own sound, but man, it's just like the facial expressions he makes and stuff. I'm like, oh.
well, but yeah, like if you listen to it, they don't, it doesn't happen all the time.
Mm-hmm.
There's times where you can tell he's trying to do it,
Yeah.
and there's times where it's like it's so spot on, it's like that's got to be AI.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, um, so yeah, which like I said, I would much prefer, especially seeing that this Wyatt that this version of the Wyatt family is different.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I would much more prefer him to just be him
Yeah.
and let it be another chapter,
You mean bowling?
huh?
I mean, not bowling.
Well, I could see that eventually when they're done with the MFTs, I could see him going over to NXT and him and I told you that from the moment that Joe Hendry showed up and people started talking about Believe in Joe Hendry, and I'm like, okay, I see a future
Mm.
match being set up here. All right.
Mm-mm.
It's like, okay, I could see this being a problem. So yeah, Johnny needs a challenge, and
And he got one.
he wants that person to come on out. Oba comes out. He gets destroyed. Just go ahead and make the comment about the match as quick as the match was. He got destroyed.
Mm.
And now we go to uh Michin and Jade and her want for a title and a want for her. I wonder how much of her not good. Uh how much of her promo is like you said, there's a lot of people in the back that just don't like Jade and how she's carrying herself. Um
I kind of think that B-Fab and Mia Yim kind of get it. I don't want to make this a race thing, so.
and I've talked about this on so many levels. You have to be careful how you because I've come to realize that I've done, even in the moment where I felt like I was doing what was necessary in the moment, I still understand that it's part of living in that walking outside your front door, you have to show what you're not more than what you are in terms of labels.
Hmm.
that can be a difficult thing because humans suck. But but yeah, Jade uh cautions Michin cautions Jade to make sure that she hasn't forgotten about her.
Title match next week.
Huh?
Was it a title match or was it just a match? They
What?
got a match next week. I don't
No,
remember
no,
who it was.
it's supposed to be for the title.
Okay, yeah.
Yep, yep, it's supposed to be for the title. So
Mm-hmm.
Nick hears a noise and he's looking around and he's confronted by Danhausen, who apparently is also a free agent. Um, as much as I hate to say this,
Mm-hmm.
how soon we gonna see Danhausen versus R-Truth? They don't have a lot of options.
I don't think it's gonna be a match. It's probably gonna be a backstage.
Uh, Either a match or they gonna end up being a tag team. They're gonna end up being around each other a lot,
Mm-hmm.
some way, somehow. I foresee this being a thing because both their characters are silly.
I saw. I don't know how true it is, but CM Punk was a person that got Danhausen that contract.
Hmm.
So let that sink in.
Hmm. No,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
no, no, no. Oh my
Mm-hmm.
God, no. For Christ's sake, no. My girls. All right. Um, no. Oh God, no. So Nick, who like Pierce, great minds think alike. Um, Nick went and found the Miz to
Mm-hmm.
mentor him, who like Dom, wanted
He
nothing to
said,
do with Danhausen. And
if you don't do nothing, you are cursed. And they're like, remember what happened to John?
it's like, you don't do it, you're gonna be don't end up like Dom. You saw what happened to
Mm-hmm.
him.
And he was
And
like,
Miz pondered it, and then he went to respond, and Danhausen was gone.
yeah,
So next week SmackDown, lots of previews, lots of stuff to look forward to, and then they did a Jacob Drew Cody recap. Now, this is another situation that Drew brought on himself.
yeah,
Uh, he's not going to see it that way. Lacking.
of course not.
He does.
Of course
He
not.
he does not lack outward accountability. He lacks inward accountability. So messing around with the refs, paying attention to the refs, assaulting the
Mm-hmm.
refs, pulling the refs in the way of Cody, and what you
Mm-hmm.
have is a loss. All
Yep.
right, doing pretty
Oh
good.
my God, Jacob, Jacob interfered and yep.
Right.
Jacob ain't do none but take the chair from you, and then he moved on. So.
Yeah, there was a little bit of a late cue on that one. I felt like because it was like he was expecting Jake to be there, but it seemed like everything didn't, the chemistry of it didn't work just right. So he had to kind of stumble a little bit as he had the chair behind his head because he knew Jacob was coming. It was just
Mm-hmm.
Jacob's ability to immediately grab the chair that kind of went off
Yeah,
the rails a little sideways a little bit, just a little bit.
yeah. His hand kind of slipped. I know.
Right. It's like it's like okay, that didn't go as smooth as it should have, but but they got there.
It's all
They,
right.
but they
Yeah,
got
it's
there.
all right. Yeah. Cody
So
wins. So they
right.
said Randy had posted a video on Instagram and Twitter X, and he just turned around and looked like, hmm. So
Which, like I said, I wondered if after that one little melee that they had a couple weeks ago in the ring, where the last two standing was Cody and Randy, and I'm like, is that gonna be
But they
WrestleMania?
supposed to have the contract signing next week. So
Yeah. So, and they gonna have to let it out the bag eventually. Who who attacked who attacked Jake? Who attacked Jay?
yeah,
So,
they're trying to say it's Jimmy, and I was like, I don't see it being Jimmy.
well, out of everybody, okay. So out of out of everybody involved, who has not held a singles title? Since you told me that, see, you should have told me that, because now my brain starts brainstorming like, okay, so what would be the reason? Because out of everybody, Jimmy is the only one that has not held singles gold. The only gold he has
He's
held is,
not a singles wrestler.
but he has made strides to try to be one, and it hasn't gone well. And so while I get what you're saying, all I'm saying is you heard that rumor, so I immediately came out with the reason. Didn't take me long. I'm like, wait, why would they say it was never mind? Like that's gonna be the plot. If it does end up being Jimmy, that's gonna be the plot, because like Zaria. He's gonna be like, "This is my time. I know you heard me
They got
say,
the tag titles.
but
They
he
got the
won't.
tag titles.
But he wants some singles gold.
And he'll get it. But I don't think he
He want it. He want it right now. He, like you said, he got that baby on the way. He gotta take care of that baby. He need that singles title money.
this is his third kid. This is his third kid.
What, that make you're not helping your argument. It's like the third kid. That means he needs even more money.
Oh. He did it.
Just That's the
They
third
tag
kid. I'm
team.
like, I just saw a post the other day by I can't remember who it was by, but they was talking about right now one kid costs $300,000, and the guy it was Schuler King, comedian Schuler King. He had found something
Um,
that said that one kid costs $300,000 right now. It's like,
sounds
okay,
about
and,
right.
and he got and he got three kids. This is third kid.
Well,
That's
well,
nine hundred thousand
technically,
dollars.
technically, the older ones they're grown, basically.
You know they don't stop coming to mom and daddy after. You know they don't.
Yeah, I know.
Especially when they know that mom and daddy got it.
My old, my
It's
my
like-
oldest my
that's why they
oldest son is
that's
my
another
oldest
re yeah, that's another
my
reason why
oldest
they
son is almost
right.
28 and he's still yeah.
Right. And that's another reason why they say more money, more problems. It's like
I don't think it was Jimmy. I don't think it was Jimmy.
you don't you understandably don't want it to be Jimmy, and I can respect that. And like, because that's another
Mhm.
setup of Uso versus Usos. I get it. You're not wrong,
I don't see it being
but
Jimmy.
don't be surprised, because they've been playing around with this thing. And we know that we can't always count. We can't always trust people that come to people defense and try to fight for them because they got attacked. You can't, always. Um, hell, L.A. Knight could be,
I don't think it was him either. I
you know,
think it's between. It's either Sammy or Cody, or
I'm
maybe even
still not
Randy.
dismissing Randy.
That's what I said, or maybe even Randy.
Yeah,
But the thing is like, will it be hard for him to be a heel now at this stage in his career?
who, Cody?
Will it be no, Randy?
Well, that's the thing.
Will it be like a Stone
It,
Cold type of thing
yeah,
when
it,
when Stone Cold tried to
it's
turn heel and nobody booed him, or even
right.
with John Cena? So it's like I don't know if that could be. I mean, it could be, but I don't
Mhm.
know. I don't know.
So, ah, um, yeah. So AEW Collision, yeah, mm-hmm, yeah. Um,
And I said I missed the first half of it, so
the Rascals
but I
took on FTR. You missed a heck of a match. You should go back and watch it.
I will
Um,
I will.
I didn't. Uh, and then we got this weird thing that I would love to know what.
I did see the clip of Tommaso basically pulling the Johnny Gargano heel turn on Mark Briscoe.
Well,
Um,
well, yeah. We're gonna talk about that now.
okay.
Um, uh, Anthony Bowens
Yeah, he
still
wants to go and
trying
want to
to
get into the
join.
ops.
Yeah, he wants to join the ops.
Yeah.
Um, I guess he's gonna be their cameraman for now. Um, until he can
Mhm.
prove himself.
Mhm.
So I guess weird, but okay. Um, Garcia takes on Tommaso and Briscoe got got lured in by Daniel Garcia, was in the wrong place at the wrong time, cost Tommaso Ciampa's match. He tried to explain it. Tommaso wasn't trying to hear it. And so Mark just warns him like, hey, you might want to wake up before you make a mistake. And then that's when FTR comes out.
Mhm.
And they go to the ring and Mark knows FTR, so he decides to go back to the ring and he's gonna stand side by side with Tommaso.
Mhm.
And everything was cool. They got out the ring. They made sure he was okay. And the whole time I'm like, he's gonna hit him. Tommaso's gonna hit
Yeah,
him. Tommaso.
because when I saw that clip, I was like, oh, he's standing behind him. That ain't good.
Yeah, he stood behind him a couple of times. He even stood
Yeah.
behind him a couple of times in the ring. So it was like,
Mhm.
but even before he stood behind him at all, I'm like, Tommaso's gonna turn. Tommaso's gonna turn. Tommaso's gonna turn. And I will give him their due. He drug it out as long as he could to the point to where I was starting to question myself. But I
Mhm.
still never stopped saying it. It's like Tommaso's gonna turn. Tommaso's gonna turn.
Mhm.
And it got up to the top of the ramp and then he turned.
Yeah.
And
I was like, that's the same way he did Johnny Gargano.
now
Kind of.
now the thing that I find interesting about this is if I'm FTR, just because he turned on Briscoe, don't necessarily mean that he's joining up with
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
So I would be careful. I would be careful assuming
Yeah.
because Tommaso has this way of just he's not exactly trustable either. So
Mm-mm.
I could see him being in the top.
Sicilian, Sicilian psychopath. Come on.
Right. I could see him not being trustable,
Yeah.
just a little bit. Just just a little
Mitch.
a little bit, just a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just a little bit.
A little bit.
Um,
I came in on the Mina Shirakawa and Tony Storm match.
gotcha. So they did a Claudio Takeshita
Mm-hmm.
recap for the main event match. Swerve ran through Bandito's brother, Gravity. Um,
That's his brother?
huh?
That's his brother?
According to AEW, yep.
Oh, okay. Didn't know that. Okay.
So Chris Statlander speaks and she wants a rematch with Tekla. Tekla
Mhm.
immediately comes out and repeatedly says, no, 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 because she wants a best 2 out of 3 match. And Tekla,
Badlander?
yes,
Okay.
Tekla, Tekla technically said no at first, but then she thought
Hmm.
about it and she went, you know what? You're not gonna beat me 2 out of 3 times. So yeah, okay, fine. I'll give you your match, but you better think about Thunder Rosa and take your own advice. You know. So and then Moxley is in an interview about Takeshita, and he said
Yeah.
he's not gonna say he's scared of him, but he is aware that Takeshita can beat him.
You beat him. Yeah, I saw that clip because he's supposed to be doing a up close with his wife.
Yeah. So then that moves us on to the match. It was a pretty good match. The fatal 4-way for 200 grand.
Yeah. I know. Oh my God, is that private party?
That I want to take them seriously.
But it's private party.
They're talented. I can't.
Yeah.
You get them on the mic, and I can't do it.
Shot, shot, shot. Shot, shot, shot.
So, yeah, Outrunners, LFI. I was so glad to see. I got excited. I got excited just when um I they advertised like on TNT, they advertised that match. So I'm like, as soon as I saw LFI, I'm like, ooh, that match is gonna be good.
I wonder why Roosh didn't go to WWE like his brother.
If I were to venture to guess, I feel like he understands that just because he goes there doesn't mean that he's gonna be as big as he is. And
I get it. I get it. What was
so
I looking at? Was it Twitter or Instagram?
I could see
I think
that
it was
being a
Twitter.
thing, and I would
I think
not
it.
blame him for not going.
Yeah, I think it was Twitter I was looking at, and Hunter was like, basically bragging that he took out Dragon Lee or whatever. And Dragon Lee was like, yeah, but it ain't over. So he coming for him again.
So um, Jet Speed, Kevin Knight, he's not happy about not winning against MJF. and
Yeah,
definitely not happy about
losing a trio title.
losing the trios titles. But Mike Bailey is look being more optimistic about it because now they're going to take an opportunity to go back after the trios, and this time it's not going to be with Cowboy. That
Yeah, it's gonna
way,
be mystical.
that way there's no interference. There's no outside interference by anybody. Although you are taking on the 12,000 men
Mm-hmm.
and the
Don
Don
Callis.
Callis family. So there will be
Mm-hmm.
interference uh to keep you from winning the titles back. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, see how it goes.
Yeah. But that's
So
when Swerve confronted him, right?
yeah, Swerve confronts him and tells him that he needs to change his mindset and get a killer mindset.
Mm-hmm.
So gonna be interesting to see how that goes.
Yeah.
Uh, Megan and Lena attack the Babes of Wrath.
Yeah, I saw a clip of that. Mm-hmm.
So, which that led to that match that you were talking about, Megan and Lena,
Oh, the
um,
okay.
against
Tony,
Tony
Mina.
and Mina,
The time was love bombs.
who won because of,
Mina Shafir, or not
yeah,
Marina Shafir.
Marina.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, won because of Marina, and Mark Briscoe calls out Champa
Mm-hmm.
because he tried to give him the benefit of the doubt, and it blew up in his face. I feel like there
Yeah,
wasn't
that's
a,
when he
I,
said.
I felt like there wasn't 100% accountability taken in on that situation.
But then he
Because
said he don't get the young bucks.
according to the way everything's playing out, they're going to have Champa hook up with FTR and take on Briscoe and them Bucks.
Mm-hmm. I guess the conglomeration is kind of not
Yeah, because
there.
I'm pretty sure like most of them are hurt, and
Yeah, I
Roderick said
mean, yeah, he's not in the
he's not a part of
conglomeration.
it, so
Yeah,
ain't no telling where he is. Um,
I know. Kyle O'Reilly just came back from injury and injured again. Eh.
so the dogs, and I'm sorry,
Mhm.
they need to cut it out with this crap that they're doing with not showing the name of the hometown wrestlers. Um, and then the sad part was they did it, but they flashed it up like really fast, like wasn't even up there a
Mhm.
second. They
Yeah.
said who their names were really fast,
Mhm.
and then they flashed
They're
it
like,
up.
cause they'll be like the dogs, and then it'll be like, yeah, Joe Schmo.
Right.
Like,
It was like
yeah.
it said the names really fast, and then as the match was about to start, they flashed it up really quick.
Hmm.
And it was up there maybe less than a second. It was like you
Yeah.
saw the banner come up, and just as quickly as you saw it come up, it disappeared. I'm like, so
Hmm.
I go to church and I'm sitting in there and I'm like, who did the Bucks fight fight on Collision? And I had to screenshot their names so that I could write it down later. And it's like,
Yeah.
what are we doing, guys?
Yeah.
What
Mm.
what I mean, did it cost that much money? Would it cost that much money to like flash their names up there like you do everybody
No.
else's?
Yeah.
Um, I don't know. It's weird. So obviously the dogs won. and it was another one of those massacre situations. Um, so Tony calls out Marina
Yep.
um, to have an actual one-on-one match with nobody at ringside,
Yeah,
and
Dan. Mhm.
then they shot to. Why do you think they're going away from uh um like 12 belts Monet? Now all of a sudden you hear about her and she's losing them
Yeah,
all.
she lost. Yeah, she lost the CMLL. I don't know. I don't
So
know. I can't answer that.
so it's gonna be interesting to see. Like, no wonder she's gonna be in a bad mood and she's gonna be different. She's gonna come back with no belts. It's
Mhm.
like
Yeah.
not only did she lose the AEW belts, but she lost all the other ones too. It's like I
Yeah.
guess that would make me mad.
Mhm.
Do you think that that she's losing them all because it's not going over as well as they thought it would
Probably.
have?
Probably that, or how can she defend them?
Right. It's just it's too much.
Yeah.
So they do another Dynamite preview. Then they that Takeshita Claudio match was phenomenal.
Yeah, it was good. And then he lost, and then Moxley was like,
And then obviously after the match was over, there was uh there was a face to face and then there was a brawl. Um but that brawl didn't have to happen. If John had actually
"Mm,
been paying attention, that brawl did not have to happen.
mm-mm."
Because when he was attacked by Hechicero, Takeshita was actually telling Hechicero, "Hey,
Yeah,
mind your
stop it.
business."
Yeah, yeah, I got this.
But John, understandably being John, he had just got hit by
Mhm.
Hechicero. And obviously, since they on the same team, he couldn't exactly put 100% trust in what Takeshita was going to do. It was a catch 22.
Yeah,
I get it. But
yeah,
technically, on the surface,
yeah.
he did not have to attack Takeshita.
He did.
Although I do find it hilarious that when both sides come out, the first thing they do is grab both of them.
Yeah,
I do find that part funny. It's funny and yet it's weird. It's,
yeah,
it's like, wait, ain't y'all supposed to be fighting? It's like,
yeah.
I don't know, but yeah. Now that leads us to the last part of the day. We're gonna get through this so that you can head on to work. Vengeance Day, and we start out with a street fight.
Mhm.
Blake versus Jada. That was a really good match.
Really good. Yeah.
Really good match. I have a challenge for you at the end.
Okay.
So, um, were you surprised that that Blake won?
I wasn't surprised,
I was
honestly.
I was a little bit. I was expecting since it was a street fight that Jada might have pulled it out.
I
Um,
wanted Jada to pull it out, but I wasn't surprised she would.
Gotcha. So, Ricky Saints confronts Ethan for not being out there, when he got attacked by Joe Hendry, and Ricky wants Ethan to help him tonight. And as me and you were talking about, Ethan, he was still in his own world, and everything was still about him. And the answer that he gave didn't exactly speak to me that everything was gonna go according to plan for one
Yeah,
Mr. Ricky Saints.
yeah.
So now, as far as I'm concerned, the next two matches, that we are about to talk about, as far as I am concerned, are matches of the night.
Hmm.
You can let me know if you agree or disagree.
Okay.
Um, Dion, man of his word, was waiting out in the parking lot for Tony D. Car pulls up,
Mm-hmm.
all of Dark State immediately jump on the car. Car done barely stopped moving. And
Yeah.
all four of them converged on the car.
And it wasn't
And
even him.
right, and they're grabbing the guy and it's like, hold up, hold up, hold up. He paid me to do it. Please don't kill me.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then obviously Tony came out of nowhere and attacked everybody.
Yeah. Yeah.
So and then they
With the
brawled
crowbar.
from the
Hmm.
parking lot. They literally brawled from the parking lot all the way to the ring. Match
Hmm.
starts. Um, they were going back and
He
forth.
got he got so big. He got big.
Yeah,
Tony D. Yeah. You. Oh, like, geez, he got big.
I just hope that it was all natural.
Yes.
Um,
I think they really test for that. Like, big time test for
oh yeah. So they went back and forth. Dion held his own, Tony held his own, but uh, at the end of the day, Tony D won.
it.
And now the
Hmm.
question is,
What's next? Title.
right, but could a curveball be whose title?
Hendricks. He's been North American champion
Right,
already.
right.
So that's the
But
one he ain't never held.
but what about if they have him skip one and they send him up?
Okay. Won't be the first time. Won't be the first time.
I mean, because the whole secretive part of it is like it's like what title are you gonna go for? Are you gonna re-go for the North American title? Are you gonna
I
go
don't
back
think
after? Are you gonna go
I
back
don't
after
think
Stacks?
I don't think he should go for that.
I mean, technically that
Because
is a
he's
title,
already yeah, because he's already been there. Um, so
but he does kind of owe Stacks. So I mean, that also
well, he don't even have to go for his title to you know what I mean, go after Stacks.
yeah, but uh, nothing says I really stuck it to you other than not only did I beat
I mean,
come back,
I know what you mean.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, come back and beat the brakes off of you, but I also took your title.
Yeah.
Um, but he would need baby girl back because of Ariana
He's
if he
nursing an injury too.
was to do that.
Yeah.
So we'll figure it out. Bottom line, that was I watched that whole thing. I'm like
I was very entertained.
match of the night. Um,
Mhm.
so
Very entertained.
uh, match number two, they made that work.
Lola and Kalani.
No.
No, not that one. Okay.
Next matchup was Tatum and Izzy.
Oh, oh, yes,
And I
that was
will
good.
admit, she shot Tatum shocked me. And she inspired me.
Hmm. That was a good match. I really enjoyed that.
We could have a potential um call them the dark horsewomen. Tatum,
Hmm.
Zarya,
Hmm.
Alexa,
Okay.
and Nikki.
Uh-huh.
She gave me that vibe, and that popped into my head right before she won the title. Because remember when Izzy did her move
Yeah.
and she flipped out of it and came up with her arms out and her
Yeah.
hair hanging
Yeah.
down, and I went, oh,
I was
I
looking
got
at her like she looked like somebody, and I cannot put my finger on it.
at
Tatum
that
looked like
moment
somebody.
the girl
Yeah,
from the
and I
ring.
can. There you go.
Yeah, the girl from the
At that
ring.
time, I could not put my finger on it.
And that's where I said first I said put her with Nikki. I said put her with Nikki, put her with Nikki. And I was like, wait, put her with Nikki and Zarya. But wait, put her with Nikki, Zarya, and Alexa. Mm. So, um,
She warned Izzy like I am not to be played with.
yeah.
She warned her.
But then where does that leave the culling? They were looking like they were moving up, and now this is a setback.
Oh well.
Unless they let Izzy go back after JC.
Or she can well, whatever she can do the speed title.
Either way, she's going after fatal influence at the moment. Um,
Hmm.
so yeah. And then OTM is interviewed, and they explained that
Hmm.
them helping Tony D had nothing to do with Tony D. That had everything to do with them being tired of Dark State and them running rough shot, thinking that they run NXT. And they were hoping to do it while they still had the titles, but
Hmm.
that part is
Oh
off.
well. They don't go. They don't go after Vanity Project.
Right. So Robbie E calls out Fatal Influence, and JC explains her journey and what she was
Oh my
expecting.
God,
And
she was just ranting and ranting and ranting. He was just letting her talk like keep going.
yeah. So, and then Zarya comes out and says that she wants a rematch because she was interfered with. And then Soul comes out and tells Zarya to kick rocks because she wants a rematch. And
Hmm.
uh, Fatal Influence told them that they were both delusional, that neither one of them deserved a rematch. And Robbie disagreed. And as soon as he got people to stop interrupting him, he granted both Zarya and Soul their wish in a triple threat. And that's when we get to Kalani speaking on her talent and why she can beat Lola.
Hmm.
And then that shifts
Hmm.
us to Tavion and Charlie, who are confronted by Alexis. Alexis still trying to get Charlie to come over, come over to them. Charlie turns it down again and says that
Yeah, we should team
me,
up again. AQCC, we together. Yeah. Okay, so next
yeah,
week they gonna
yeah,
have a match. But
Tavion.
guess who's turning?
Oh, I know. Yeah, I knew about a look on his face as soon as Alexis
Yeah.
said what he said about the failed Olympic athletes and everybody taking over. That he could be over there with them, and I saw the look on Charlie's face, and I'm like,
Hmm. Yep, he's turning.
it's like, yeah, you gonna wish that you did not take that tag match with him, but okay. And then they do another,
I'll be shocked if he don't.
yeah, because I even put it on paper that Tavion asked Charlie to get the band back together, and Charlie said yes, and I put dot dot dot, but
He was
does
kind of has.
does
Yeah,
he
he was
mean
kind
it?
of hesitant. Yeah. Yeah.
Like, it's like, I don't know. I don't know if you should trust Charlie right now.
Hmm.
So that's when they get to the underground match. Um, I wanted to like this match. Um, Dad being involved, meh. Her hurt hand,
It wasn't
meh.
that.
Is gave me,
Hey, she knocked her out with that hurt hand.
yeah. Well, she found the strength because she was disrespecting her daddy, right? Um,
Yeah.
so you disrespect daddy, pain be damned. I'll worry about the pain. I'll worry about the
Yeah.
pain later.
Right. Yeah, I'll worry about that
Knocking you
later.
out.
Yeah.
So, and daddy was all into it. Got his little belt in his hand.
Mhm.
It's like, yeah,
Well,
yeah.
well, he taught her martial arts.
Took off
So,
his coat
mhm.
after
What's up?
Kalani
What's
went back
up?
to the ring.
What's up?
He took off his coat. I'm like, okay, I can't take this match seriously. I'm like, what are we doing? Uh, when it comes to Lola, I'm getting Darby vibes. And now we got Daddy. We got Daddy
Mhm.
getting
Yeah.
involved in it and everything. I
Yeah.
was waiting. I was waiting on Kalani to hit him. I was like, okay, the only thing missing from this is, okay, you gonna hit him, and is
Yeah. He
that
getting
gonna
the
be
slap. Yeah.
what pushes her over the top?
Yeah.
It's like you hit my daddy. Now you must die.
Uh-huh.
So now obviously they're gonna have another match because one submitted one and the other one knocked the other one out. So
Yeah.
they're gonna have to come up with some kind of way to like
Yeah.
solve it involving both.
Hmm.
It's like the first person to knock out or submit the person wins the trilogy before you
Hmm.
guys can move on.
Yeah. Lola said she wants she wants
So
to go after JC now.
JC is pissed that there's going to be a triple threat. Laney tries to assure her that everything's going to be okay. And JC reminds her why it's not. And then Laney offers to take care of Zarya, which makes JC ask Fallon if Fallon can take care of.
So
No, Laney's going to take care of Soul. So Fallon, we know why Fallon
yeah.
did not. Was thinking about her main event match because she wants no part of Zarya. So that
Yeah.
was a
But also, she said she has to worry about her challengers for the speed title.
yeah, at Stand and Deliver, which is weeks from now. You could have took on Zarya on
No,
Tuesday.
she said, nah, we ain't doing
Right,
that
right.
again.
Hey, no.
Yeah.
Because if Zarya beats her, then she has to look at Zarya as her future opponent. No,
Mm-hmm.
no, I'm good. So,
Yeah.
this is
Like
your
we all right. We all right.
right, right. At the end of the day, this is your fight, sweetie.
Yeah.
Um, I'm waiting on them to break up because they were being very subtle in the fact. I'm either waiting on
Yeah.
them to break up or I'm waiting on them to turn on JC. Which one do you think is
Yeah.
going to happen?
Because you see that Zarya kind of planted that.
Right.
Yeah. I'm thinking that Lady is gonna be the one that starts first.
Yeah, but the way that they're playing this whole situation, I was kind of thinking that maybe she would be the one to take the title, but heck, they ain't hardly putting her in no matches. They just got her mostly
Yeah.
as a hit woman.
Yeah. A heater. But because she was like, if it wasn't for me, JT wouldn't have kept her title. So yeah, I'm thinking that she'd probably be the one that's gonna
Yeah.
show 'em
So,
what.
so they do a Joe and Ricky recap, and that match was great for the most part. And
Doing
then
their thing, and then Ethan was mesmerized by the championship.
mhm, Ethan came out. He looked at the title, and
He
then
was
he
like,
picked,
shiny new thing.
and then right, and then he picked it up, and then he tripped, trying to give it to Ricky,
Hmm. Yeah, slid all the way over the injury. He did that on purpose.
which Ricky, well, yeah, I know he did. Do you think that this is gonna turn into a number one contendership match between him and Ethan?
Of course.
You sure?
Of
They're both technically heels right now.
And
They don't do that a whole lot.
I know, but still.
Mm. But at the end of the day, even though technically Ethan was a distraction, he didn't end up being the reason why Joe Hendry won.
Right.
They exchanged low blows with Joe being the last one to deal a low blow. So we
Yep.
so we know we're gonna hear Ricky
I
Saint,
can do it too, Ricky. I can do
right?
it too, Ricky.
Which now means that you're gonna hear whining
Yeah.
from Ricky Saints. And unfortunately, call a spade a spade. You're gonna have to keep it real, but you're gonna have to keep it real, and he's gonna have to somehow get a rematch or fight for the number one
Yeah. Of
contendership
course.
in Jeff. And that
Of course, yeah.
and seeing that it's a pay-per-view and it's usually the way it goes, one way or another is gonna end up a triple threat.
Yeah. Standard delivery. Yes, sir.
So, but it'll be interesting to see how they play it out going forward.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Lots of stuff going on with with wrestling. Have you heard anything about any newcomers? Any updates on if Zilla is coming?
No. I know he's doing the HOG, but NXT is supposed to be in Houston, right?
Yes.
So who knows? He might pop up. I doubt it, but you know.
Mm.
So, but I haven't heard anything new on him because he do got a beef with Ricky Page. So just saying.
And CM Punk.
But you know that. So, but yeah.
All right. Well, this has been another episode of Wrestling Kingdom, and I want everybody to have a great uh, rest of your weekend, and hopefully you have a great rest of your week. I'm hoping that God mine improves. Um,
Mhm.
and we'll see you next week.
Bye.